that person is a part of your spiritual tribe. The Matrix took our real spiritual family. I'm not saying turn your back on your is through our physical family. That's why you hear so many people say they are the black sheeps of their family. The black sheep came back to fix everything that was wrong. There is always one black sheep to each family. You can't compare our spiritual journey to the caterpillar and the butterfly. We must go through all the trials and tribulations to get through the physical world so we can get back into the spiritual world. We all came here to ascend off this planet. If you want to know if someone is a part of your spiritual tribe, you will get goosebumps or chill bumps when you talk to them. It will feel like it was a glitch in the matrix. You will get spiritual growth is connected to the people you can't get along with in the physical world. So if you can't get along with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, it's because it's a part of your spiritual growth. If you want to know how to break out of this matrix and reconnect with your spiritual family, check out my ebook, Shadows of the Matrix. The website is right here. The family you was born into is not your real family. We had two families, a spiritual family and a family.
Look at this article I found today. The dangerous rise of men who won't date woke women. Pathetic. I know you probably can't tell, but I'm quite woke and very alert to social injustice. Woke discrimination in dating should not be tolerated. Also, who wouldn't want this? I mean, look at these bangs. They're perfect. Come to think of it, I've been single for the past 10 years, ever since I started free bleeding in women's marches. But what kind of man doesn't love that level of confidence? I don't even have that many dating requirements. I mean, he has to be a vegan, obviously, and he must have his pronouns in his bio. He must provide proof of vaccination and all his boosters, and he must wear an N95 mask or equivalent during sex, but forget about condoms because that's what abortion healthcare is for. He needs to be okay with the fact that I don't shave any body hair, but he has to be Look at this article I found today. The dangerous rise of men who won't date woke.
Watch to the end, see what I gotta say.
But I gotta tell y'all, is you know that your phone, your TV, your computer, your electronics, everything is having conversations with you? Not just these people. Let me put it to you like this. The word con means to convince somebody something. The word verse means to give it to them in a few words. And the word station means to make them feel something. So if you put that all together, then you understand that everything in this world is trying to change your state of mind by convincing you to do something by what you hear or see or feel.
Y'all, there's a reason they got your phone screen, TVs, computers, and all your electronic into black mirrors because they portal. You looking back and you transferring energy right back to your mind as you watch this stuff, y'all. And look up the stone obsidian. That's what most of these black mirrors is, obsidian. And I need y'all to go watch this video right here, y'all. Look this up right here, and they talk about how a spirit tricked the knight into not fulfilling his destiny. Y'all go watch that for me. Watch to the end, see what I gotta say.
But I gotta tell y'all, is you know that your phone, your TV, your computer, your electronics, everything is having conversations with you? Not just these people?
That by the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite. You have given us entree to the resources we need in our ongoing quest for multidimensional expansion. And in return, the per capita income of each of you here tonight has grown, in this year alone, by an average 39%. And I've just received word that our forces have won a major victory. The underground terrorist network has been destroyed here on the West Coast. We are off crisis alert. The situation is normal again.
Can I ask you what you identify as?
Identify?
Ethnicity?
I identify as an American.
Not an African American?
I didn't get elected into my position because of the color of my skin or do any race baiting stuff that it seems like you're promoting here.
Can I ask you what you identify as?
Identify?
They'll take you. They steal kids like you. Cross them over. Special ones. The power of your mind. That's what they want.
Jake, what's up? Let's go. Hang out?
Yeah.
It's very common in analysts. There he is. I'm Jill. I'm your intake administration supervisor. You pack your things?
What exactly do they do at your clinic?
I can assure you that all our tests are done in a controlled, child-friendly environment.
Our approach is actually very gentle compared to standard treatments. I understand your concerns, but you don't have to worry at all.
Can we pack?
Yeah. What's wrong?
What is that? What? It's the skin people from my dream. He's not human. That's not his real face. You have to believe me.
They'll take you. They steal kids like you. Cross them over. Special ones. The power.
Charlie warned us all.
I mean, just think about it, okay? First, the stock market would go. Then the economy, boom! The dollar, boom! And then pandemonium in the streets. War, genocide, boom, boom, boom!
Bullshit. Nobody could keep that big a secret, Charlie. Somebody blow the whistle.
And every once in a while, some poor little sucker tries. Well, like these guys. Boom! Boom! Every one of these guys, dead, dead, dead!
Oh, that's Professor Myers.
He ran the Atlantis shuttle program. What, did you know him?
Yeah, he helped me out with research on my book.
Oh, well, that must have been before his accident.
Myers is dead?
Oh, yeah, 2 months ago. He was one of my most avid listeners, and he had it all figured out. Everything the government was doing, where and why. He even sent me a map.
A map for what, Charlie? What's the map for?
They're building spaceships, man.
Shit, I have to go because I gotta get back to Earth. But you got a traveler from the world?
Well, this is my last.
Oh, that'll be all right. But anyway, I really enjoyed most of this. Thank you so much.
Hey, guess what? They're selling seats.
Put me down for 3.
No, guys like you and me don't have a chance. You'd have to be Bill Gates or Rupert Murdoch or some Russian billionaire or something.
Keep it down. My kids are sleeping.
Get them out of Yellowstone.
Charlie warned us all.
I mean, just think about it, okay?
But ma'am, don't assume my gender.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Don't assume your gender. What are your pronouns then? They and Z and princess. Princess? Damn. But ma'am, don't assume my gender. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't do that. Don't assume your gender. What are your pronouns then? They and Z and princess. Princess? Mm-hmm. Damn.
A lot of people walking around with curses and spells put on them and they don't even know it. Let me give y'all the sauce to figure out if somebody put a curse or a spell on you. Stop thinking that you have to go to somebody for assistance to get a reading done or divination work done just to see if there's a spell or curse on you. You are the tools. You are the key. It's just that they're more tapped in than you are at that moment. But that doesn't mean that you can't do things for yourself. So if everywhere you turn, things are just not going right, you are having issues with your health out of nowhere, like if you just literally feel like something is wrong, something is off, just go ahead and check to see if there's a spell or curse. It does not hurt anything. I'd rather know. I don't know about y'all. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to get a bowl. Fill that bowl with water. Get you 2 matches. It could be the matches that we use, those wooden matches, just as long as they're 2 matches. Put them in the bowl of water. Do not light them. If those matches stay separate, then you good. No spell work has been done against you. But if those matches touch, somebody tried to put a spell or curse on you, but it didn't work because your protection is too strong. But if those matches cross, somebody has definitely put a spell or curse on you. You can also do an egg cleanse. If you haven't heard of that, if you want more information, just let me know and I can drop a video on that. Yes, start doing things for yourself. Stop thinking you have to wait or pay your money or go meet with somebody to tell you about you. Like I told y'all in my hoodoo video, just find out what resonates with you in your culture, in your background, and participate in that. Because whether people want to admit it or not, spiritual warfare is real. I'm not scared or afraid of anything that I can see. It's the unseen that we should be concerned about. Let me know if y'all have questions and let me know y'all thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching. Do you believe in reincarnation? I most definitely do. Even if I didn't, if I would have stumbled across this creator's breakdown, I would have definitely changed my mind. Even Dimension Girl, you did that. Found her on Facebook, so make sure y'all go follow her there, and I'm gonna tag her below here on TikTok. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so she said, I saw a recent post about a child telling her mother who she was and how she was unalived in her recent past life. Reincarnation shouldn't be a shock to anyone anymore, but I can understand the skepticism. That's a fact. This is a post I did on Suki a year ago. He says, Suki, is that you? Check this out. So I was scrolling my timeline and saw the pictures of the girl on the left by the name of Latasha Harlins. Latasha Harlins was an American indigenous 15-year-old who was wrongfully and fatally shot at 15 years old by a 49-year-old Korean-American store owner in Los Angeles, California on March 16, 1991. Someone in the comments stated that she looked like Sukihana and the resemblance is very striking indeed. So I decided to go take a look. Look at the similarities. Based on what I was taught by my forever mentor, usually when I look at reincarnation, I go and check out the names of the parents. Mostly when the souls reincarnate, the parents of or the reincarnated soul has the same initials. Sukihana's name is not coincidentally named Destiny Lynette Henderson. Her mom or grandmother's name is Cynthia Henderson. Latasha Harlan's mother's name is Crystal Harlan. Suki got her name from an Asian restaurant in the Christiana Mall. That was when somebody joked about her tasting like Sukihana. So she said, coincidence? Y'all already know how we feel about that word. There's no such thing. She said, I went to go look at what sign the moon was in on March 16th, 1991, and it was in Pisces. She says Sukihana was born November 15, 1991. And guess what sign the moon was in? Pisces.
George, that very few scholars even want to talk about because they don't know what to say about it. It's a brief text. It's only about 2,000 lines. All right. And it is written as if an observer were present the day that the Creator created humankind, step by step. However, it's written in a language that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Is it like Genesis or totally different?
It's very different from Genesis. I think Genesis probably partially derived from this text, the Sefer Yetzirah, which is the book of creation. It literally translates to the book of creation. So it was as if someone were watching the Creator actually create the first person.
Doing what he did.
Doing what he did. But it is not written scientifically. The bottom line to what the text is saying is that through language, humankind was created. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Explain that. If you take it literally. But as I began to follow the instructions as the author created them in this text, and this, George, this is the power of transcending the boundaries between science and spirituality. Because if a scientist only looked at the elements of life, you'd never make this discovery. If you only look at the spiritual text, you would never make this discovery. But it's by blending the two together and allowing them to tell the story. So we today, in modern science, we talk about life as the result of elements, and we describe elements through word and through number. So we have the periodic table, for example, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon makes up the DNA of our bodies. Those are the words. And for every one of those words, there are a lot of numbers that may be applied. There are 17 different numeric parameters that go with each of those. So put that aside. When you go back into the ancient text and the Sefer Yetzirah specifically, they did exactly the same thing. They talked about the power of the letters of very specific alphabets. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to modern scholars until we begin to understand that every ancient alphabet, bar none, that I have found so far, has always from day one, with each letter, had a mysterious number associated with the letters. We don't know where the numbers came from. They never change. It's a unique numeric code. The study of that code is called gematria, and it was actually formalized. The 32 laws of gematria were formed in the 2nd century. They were formalized in the 2nd century. And the only way gematria works is you cannot deviate from these laws. There are specific laws that apply to the numbers. So our ancestors were also talking about life using words and numbers. So they have the letters of the alphabets and this mysterious number. We're using the periodic table. We got a whole bunch of numbers. Right. My job was to find out which of those numbers equates to the numbers in the ancient alphabets. And if I could do that, my thinking was it would be possible to look at human DNA, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and different combinations of that, and substitute the ancient letters for the numbers based upon this correlation. This, in retrospect, it was simple, but not knowing that took years. It took me 12 years.
And did you break it?
To find what we now know is that the atomic mass of the elements, the numbers of the atomic mass, are the numbers that equate to the mysterious letters in the ancient alphabets. What that means is when you look at human DNA, or the DNA of any life, it is made of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, and using gematria, the numbers that equate to those become 1, 5, 6, and 3. 3 is with the carbon. And when you then take a table, one of the ancient tables, and you're able to correlate those numbers with the letters, what we find, George, is that the human DNA our genome is built in layers. And at the top layers, it's like every book has an introduction. The introduction in every cell of every form of life, carbon-based DNA, the introduction is the same. And the first translation literally reads, God eternal within the body. God eternal within the body. And God that is depicted in DNA is actually spelled the way that the name of God was spelled in the ancient texts before it was removed 6,800 times in the Torah, for example. The sacred name of God is believed to be so sacred it cannot be written in its entirety.
Why put it in a code?
You know, this was, so first as a scientist, what I have to say is this: people say, why is the code there? And I say, I don't know. All I know is that when I followed the instructions in a 3,000-year-old text and I applied it to the periodic table, this is what we have. Next question, is it a coincidence? So
there are no coincidences.
I had a statistician run the numbers for me, and the odds of this happening by chance are 1 to 234,256. 234,256 to 1 are the odds, or 0.00041%.
Right.
Those are the odds that it's just
random.
Just random. Now, those aren't astronomical odds. I thought it might be like 1 to a bajillion, you know. But when you take into account,
still high.
Not only is the language there, but when you take into account what the words say, that those words actually have meaning, God eternal within the body.
And they all say that.
The first letter in all human DNA, if you can look at what's called the genetic code, CTAG, every one of those is made up of combinations of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen. Right. And they are arranged, I don't want to be really technical when I talk about this, but they're arranged different numbers of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen atoms. So within each of the DNA bases that make our DNA as it is, there are different combinations of CTAG that break down the different combinations of God eternal within the body. And the God within ourselves, within our DNA, is literally the same spelling of the God that was taken from those texts. Now, here's the beauty. I just have to say this. Right? My first fear was I found it in the Hebrew language. And I said, does that mean Could it actually be divisive if it only is found in one language? And when the research went to its fruition, what we found is it is in Hebrew and Aramaic and Sanskrit, three of the root languages.
The same thing.
Exactly the same thing. So in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Sanskrit, the code for those letters translates precisely the same in the human DNA. That is, George, that very few scholars even want to talk about because they don't know what to say about it. It's a brief text. It's only about 2,000 lines.
All right.
And it is written as if an observer were present the day that the Creator created humankind, step by step. However, it's written in a language. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Is it like Genesis or totally different?
It's very different from Genesis. I think Genesis probably partially derived from this text, the Sefer Yetzirah, which is the book of creation. It literally translates to the book of creation. So it was as if someone were watching the Creator actually create the first person.
Doing what he did.
Doing what he did. But it is not written.
Okay, this the news lady. Look at her eyes. I feel like her eyes open. I don't know.
Watch.
Dude, did y'all just see that?
Watch the blink. Now just take the next picture. That's her. Not her eyes blinked.
Dude,
her eye blinked, and that's how.
Do y'all think
blinked.
Her eyes blink, or this another set of eyes?
They gotta pause it when she blink. You gotta pause it and see.
I'm finna see it again.
You can do it on your phone.
I'm recording. Dude, okay, this the news lady. Look at her eyes. I feel like her eyes open. I don't know.
Watch.
Dude, did y'all just see that?
Watch the blink. Now just take the next picture. That's her. Not her eyes blinked.
Dude,
her eye blinked, and that's how.
Do y'all think blinked. Her eyes blink, or this another set of eyes?
They gotta pause it when she blink. You gotta pause it and see.
I'm finna see it again.
They show their true colors at award ceremonies.
Thank you. Thank you, but I am sorry I cannot, in good conscience, accept this award on behalf of Melissa McCarthy. I instead have chosen to give my time to a friend who has something very important to say.
Pay attention to how they react.
It's Johnny Two Feathers. While you enjoy tonight's show, I want you to think about something. The spot where you're sitting, every square foot of ground in this country was stolen from my ancestors. And after you stole it, you murdered them. So you'll forgive us if we do not laugh along. There is nothing funny about the extermination of a people.
He's obviously being serious.
The theater stinks of blood. That's all I have to say. Both.
Johnny Two
Think
Feathers,
about it.
everybody. Johnny Two Feathers. Give him a wave, Johnny. Johnny, you know how to wave? All right. Well, Johnny Two Feathers.
They show their true colors at award ceremonies.
Thank you. Thank you, but I am sorry I cannot.
Did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I see your point there.
How do you know I'm not a woman?
I see your point. I see your point.
You need to check your white privilege, your white female privilege. Did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I
This is exactly what I'm talking about when they love to put the truth in plain sight. Check out this commercial.
What are they trying to tell y'all? Crazy.
Huh. I think we went too high.
Right in your face. It's honestly how crazy how they throw this dome everywhere, and
I feel good.
I'm so much happier away from my wife.
Cool. Keep talking bad about your wife.
You're just mad because I'm married and you're not.
I don't care.
But you're supposed to get unhappily married and have kids.
No, I have no interest in that. I don't.
You heard about that new Kendrick Lamar concert. Did you want to go to it?
I don't want to go.
What do you want to do?
I want to talk about things.
Like what?
I want to talk about my dreams. I want to talk about your dreams. Do you have dreams?
I just want to make 50K.
So I can't talk to you about my dreams.
What?
You're never going to understand my dreams.
What do you mean?
You're never going to understand my vision because you don't have one.
My vision is a family, a kids, a home, and a 50K
That is
job.
the vision everybody has.
It's a good life.
That is the vision you've been told to have. That is the vision you've been seeing in movies and cartoons, and you think you're supposed to live that way. If that's how you actually want to do it, then okay. But you just told me you hate your wife. So I don't think that's your actual vision. Have you ever thought about what you want to do for yourself?
I do what I want for myself every day after work. I'm on the game. I eat Doritos.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Conforming every day?
Yeah.
The same stupid conversation with the same stupid people with bad attitudes that hate their life and are mean to you because they hate their life for no reason. And nobody wants to be genuine because they're scared of
Bro, calm down. You're having a beginning life crisis.
I know.
Everything's okay.
I know. It just feels like I can't talk to nobody about real stuff going on around
What?
me. I can't talk to nobody because I know things that they don't know.
Bro, you think you know things I don't know? The housing market is crazy and expensive.
They're very expensive, right?
Absolutely, but there's nothing we can do about it, so we just have to accept
That's what I'm talking about. The limited thinking. Yeah! So I tell you that I want to be a billionaire.
That's impossible.
We all may like to about the truth behind the times of 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm about to tell you exactly what the fuck be going on at that time. Let's get into it. Basically, during this time, the veil between our realm and the other higher realms of existence is thinnest at this point, right? Everybody's been told that. But did you know that at this point in your time, if you get woken up, it's called the ambrosial hour. And it's actually a huge energetic boost for all of us that naturally we wake up during the night. Sometimes when our soul, aka our higher self, wants us to use this energy to be in the creator mode of this reality. So if you ever played Minecraft, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's actually a great time for you to be in the purgatory. You're not dead, you're not alive, but you're on the other side. Because did you not know, friend, that everything that we're doing is a dream right now? Yes! Even when we go to sleep, we think we're sleeping. We're not sleeping. We're actually just back in our original state of nothingness. And we're without a body, so we're without having a human experience. And we are just experiencing life without this vessel. And that's what happens when we're asleep. But when we wake up during those times, we are still in that state because your brain is.
Your smart TV is recording you. This is for entertainment purposes only.
You watch your TV, but with this hack, your TV can watch you.
Your
Show us how
TV
that
can
works.
watch
So
you.
one of the things that we were able to do with the Smart TV platform was actually abuse the browser to the extent that we could actually gain access to the camera that's built into the TV.
Gain access to
And
the
so what we
camera.
facilitated with a little bit of extra code, we can turn the camera on in your browser.
Wow.
And while this is evident to you right here because we've designed it that way, this is something that we can do invisibly and actually have the camera running behind the web page that you're looking at.
Running behind
So
the
what
web.
it means is I could be sitting here watching TV from my bedroom, and you could be anywhere in the world looking at this image of me watching.
Yep, I could be sitting on a laptop in a cafe, and as long as I have a network connection,
Amazing.
The kind of scary things about it is that it doesn't actually give any indication that the camera's on.
And
It
there's
don't
no
give
little
indicate the
LED
camera's
that shows
on.
up when the camera's on. So it could actually be watching you and you never even know.
What is a smart TV?
Never
And
know.
why is it a playground essentially for hackers?
Right. It's a computer. So instead of just being, a tube and some other electronics, now it has a web browser and it has, a lot of devices were running Linux.
But the real danger is,
I don't know about you guys, but my TV's going in the trash can. Aren't y'all?
Y'all ain't ready for this. Distractions. That's the key word. Distractions. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 clips. First clip, you're going to see Obama signing an operation that he want to reopen. Second clip, you're going to see it backfiring. You're going to see why they put in overtime, why they causing all these mass shootings, why they're trying to keep you distracted, why they're trying to cause a zombie apocalypse, why they're trying to suspend the Constitution, why they are putting in all these laws that y'all don't know that they slipped up under your nose. Pay attention. If you have children, protect your children at all costs. You may be an auntie, or uncle, or godmama, or goddaddy, or grandma, or grandpa, but you know somebody who got a child and you got a child. So if you care about your children and you really love your children, please watch this. And remember, y'all, keep up or get lost.
To political reality, President Barack Obama has decided to resume the use of military commissions to try terror suspects at the Guantanamo Bay Detention Center in Cuba. 2 years ago, with much fanfare, Obama promised to close a camp he said was a blot on America's global reputation for fairness.
Y'all ain't ready for this. Distractions. That's the key word. Distractions. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 clips. First clip, you're going to
Somebody recorded a UFO crash site up close. Let's look into the video. This is the crash site. Up close in person. They got jets flying over the skies looking for it. Y'all seeing this? UFO crash site up close in person. And y'all know we gonna start to see more and more strange things like this. I don't know where this is located at. If y'all know where it's located at, let me know in the comments. But y'all seeing this? We know what time it is. Every day that passes by and they get closer to that time, we're going to start to.
But you know why they faked the moon landing?
Why they fake it?
To beat the Russians and to give us the first pictures of this. And they lied again because it's flat.
What?
And watch this, sir. The boats are not upside down, sir.
Oh, so you
the boats are not sideways because
that-
the water's flat.
You think the
and
Earth
see
is flat?
the kangaroos, sir?
Well, explain the sun movement.
The sun's doing circles over the flat Earth, sir.
Explain when there's hills and the sun gets blocked by the hills. Does it just instantly get cold?
Atlanta, current day Atlanta, was built over the capital of Atlantis, nigga. Our ancestors got killed. And then they built current Atlanta over their dead bodies, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga. We'll tear Atlanta the fuck up, nigga. You got us fucked up. Nigga, it's our land. And it wasn't called Atlanta. It was Atlantis, nigga. Y'all came and took some shit from us. And Atlanta is on the 33rd parallel, which is why it's the most important city in the country because of the energetic, magical properties that it holds to these elites. This and LA and California because they 33rd parallel cities, nigga. And the pyramids in Egypt sit on the 33rd parallel. Yeah, it get deep. Just like the Kemet, the people of Kemet still exist. They are just on a higher frequency, so they appear not to exist. That's what y'all goofy ass scientists in America don't know, because y'all not tapped in like that. See, that shit is only in our DNA. Y'all don't know that type of shit. I just gave y'all some shit y'all ain't even know. You feel me? While y'all goofy ass all over there in Egypt, all in the sand and shit, looking for shit, trying to talk about, hey, the Kemet was an old ancient symbol. No, nigga, Kemet still exists. They just on a higher frequency that you can't see, because the higher you move in frequency, it vibrates so fast that you can't see it with these two eyes. And y'all ain't got y'all pineal glands unlocked. On top of that, y'all have no access into ancient Timbuktu or ancient Kemet, because my ancestors, our ancestors know you bitches ain't shit. Fuck you mean? Unlike Wakanda, y'all will never get into Timbuktu, or y'all will never get in Kemet. They both still exist, nigga. Fuck you talking about? They both still here, nigga. They both still where y'all think they ain't. Y'all just can't see it. Fuck out of here, nigga. Feel me? They still exist. How about those metaphysical apples for your ass, goofies? Straight goofies. They ain't thinking they know.
What are you doing?
I'm elevating women's voices.
I didn't ask for this.
You know your friend that's so woke that it's annoying?
Yo, your do-rag's messed up. You know these were actually popularized during the Harlem Renaissance?
He knows more about our cultures than we do.
What's up? My name's Hamza. Actually, it's Hamza.
I'm all for the progressive thing.
Wow, just me? That's crazy.
But be cool about it.
Are you watching?
WNBA. It's pretty much the best.
I guess.
Oh, sorry for caring. Ooh, so close. Mecca's actually a little more to the left.
It's a little suspect.
You ever go to the pool with one? Oh, I didn't know you could. For what? I mean, yeah.
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke.
Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
Well, what does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the f? I'm sorry, is this
It means little human being.
Ooh, the smile is very creepy. Okay,
Smiling is creepy.
no, your smile specific.
Got it.
But let's go back to, we're losing track here. Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
Well, what does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean?
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke. Everything woke. It's true. Everything woke turns to shit, okay? True. You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke.
Why does this movie script sound so familiar?
Okay, so the movie goes like this. The biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up all the media and all the politicians and force all the people in the world to stay locked in their homes. And people can only come out if they take the cartel's drugs and keep taking them over and over. I threw the script away. I mean, who was going to believe that crazy idea?
Inconceivable. Why does this movie script sound so familiar?
Okay, so the movie.
There's a book that's banned by the church, and it says there are three kinds of humans, and which one you are indicates how close you are to escaping the material world. First up, we have the Hylics, or the material humans. These kinds of humans are obsessed with the physical world and the here and now. According to the Tripartite Tractate, these kinds of people are going to return to the physical world again and again in a cycle of reincarnation. The second kind are called the Psychics, and not psychics like reading minds or predicting the future, but as in thinkers, people who think about themselves and existence. They're on the fence, caught between the physical world and something more. Third, we have the Pneumatics, or the Soul Seekers. These are the kinds of humans who are connected to the spiritual and the divine, always looking for deeper meaning and cosmic truths. They see past the illusion of the material world, and their souls are on the way to liberation. The big question is, which one are you? There's a book that's banned by the church, and it says there are three kinds of humans, and which one you are indicates how close you are to escaping the material world. First up, we have the Hylics, or the material humans. These kinds of humans are obsessed with...
Oh, absolutely. And I do believe there is something to be said about this sort of, how do I put this, willing ignorance, right? This sort of duality between that consciousness of being aware in such manner, and yet readily marginalizing that intersectionality. It's very profound. These conversations are intrinsically multifaceted, right? There are different angles to be looking at this from, and it's crucial to juxtapose that.
Okay, is it okay if I touch you? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, if I touch you.
Go right ahead.
Before we get started, do you mind if I touch you? I'm also gonna cut my fucking hair. Do you mind if I touch you? Are you serious, bro? Just cut my hair.
Is it cool if I touch you? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool.
It's usually just customary that I ask the person before I touch them. Just cut it, cuz.
And what were your pronouns? She, they. She, they too. Yay! Look at us, we're twins.
He, him.
She, her.
And what are your pronouns? Are you fucking serious, bro? Just cut my hair.
What are your pronouns? They, them. She, they. I'm glad we exchanged those. Yes.
And what are your pronouns?
Listen, bro, I don't do that shit. Bro, don't fucking touch me. Don't. I'm out of here. Fuck off.
Okay, is it okay if I touch you? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, if I touch you.
Go right ahead.
Siblings or dating challenge, level impossible. You don't want to know the answer to that. The answer is they're twins. That is the answer. Don't look at their account.
Dustborn? Yeah, more like Dustbin. This shit is done. Look at that. 64 people in the game. You want to see this game? This is the opening of the game. Don't worry, it's only a minute and a half, guys.
By the way, that song could be considered offensive in the Republic. This isn't Pacifica. People here don't like politics with their entertainment.
We're the Dustborn.
It's crazy how unlikable and obnoxious that this is that it makes the person who is supposed to be the American version of the CCP seem like the normal one. That's how bad it is. Wow, I don't even know what to say. So yeah, the game The Dustborn, it seems like it ended up in the dustbin. It's got 64 people playing it right now, and I'm sure that number is going to go up. And maybe if it's on Game Pass, it might be all the way up to 70. How does this shit sell? That's the funny thing. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, I like your makeup.
Is there anything else that's like on my face?
Oh yeah, I like your makeup.
Is there anything else?
I woke up before the light, thinking about tonight. I can't.
I was born on February 24th.
Stimulating me. Stop. This morning, I woke up today and this morning. In the morning, I woke up this morning. I woke up. And remember that every morning that I wake up, I woke up that fucking day. Just remember that.
What?
Up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city.
Let's go.
Before I leave,
We woke up to a huge spider in our bedroom.
I woke up before the light, thinking
We're getting chipped by the government, not potato chip, I mean like implanted chip. Have you ever gotten surgery in the United States? Yes, I have. Do you mind if I just check you out with my...
Having our freedom, huh?
Yeah, we never had our freedom. This might appear to be intrusive, but it is entirely painless. Okay. Feel that we're getting chipped by the government.
Bro, you said cognitive dissonance. I want y'all to go, if you watching this, go look that up. I did a song about cognitive dissonance, and I didn't use that vocabulary. I just called it people don't want that real. You know what I mean? I said people don't want that real. They just say that they do. Now people don't want that real, and I'm one of them too. Yeah. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet activity, violent negative imagery always seem to interest me. I tell myself, no more music glorifying evil, selling drugs, womanizing, killing our people. Then I hear a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. Next thing you know, I'm reciting all the lyrics, and my day don't feel complete unless I hear it. Inviting darkness in my spirit, this can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting, this can't be right. I must be blind to the effects, this can't be sight. Death is in the power of the tongue, and this can't be life. Be careful what you get involved with, because you can't support a cause, but then hate the effects that it causes.
Look at this article I found today. The dangerous rise of men who won't date woke women.
Lovecraft Country, the best woke show. Then you got Inside Job. Then you know I'm fucking with soul. Speaking of blue people, next avatar. If you was not woke, then you gotta get out. We can't be a thing, there's no more us. Altered carbon, up in my melanin, men in black real. I'm telling you, trust. They Live is a good ass woke show too. How the fuck could I forget about Matrix? I ain't gonna lie, to 100 my favorite. I recommend watching that, gotta have patience. Black Mirror, that shit raw as a bitch. Blade, no he don't need a stick. Lucy, using her brain like a Uzi. The next best show gotta say is the Truman. Nope. Black Panther, Spawn, damn, what the fuck is he on? Avatar, The Last Airbender, all of the elements nigga control. The man that fell to earth, he was a damn reptilian. What one that I missed? What's your favorite show for part 2? Let's see if you really woke.
Man, this separation shit, this shit is really no joke, bro. My family don't even understand me, bro. It's like I'm speaking a whole different language to them or something. Because every time I try to talk about a song that has something to do with consciousness, positive energy, something like that, they the one respond back with negative energy, or two, they just look at me like I'm crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt me, bro. I feel alone, bro. I really feel alone. Like, I ain't even gonna cap. Nigga done cried a couple times and shit. I'm like, damn. I'm really the only person who really tapped in for real. And I can't save somebody who don't want to save themselves. There's nothing I can do now but just lead by example, bro. That's it. Cause hey, I came down here to evolve my soul, bro. This is what I signed up for. So
this is why understanding you don't exist and nothing is real makes you God. Time is not real. Let's break down the mental and physical aspects of it. Time, past, present, and future, they are all properties of consciousness. With the past being recollection, the future being anticipation, and now being the present moment. Time is the movement of your thoughts. There's no such thing as a universal clock. This scene in the movie Interstellar shows us how time dilation works. They landed on a planet where the gravitational pull was so strong that every hour they spent there was equivalent to 7 years on Earth. These are photons. This is light. The holographic matrix is inside a light. Your eyes absorb it, and the mind projects the world. If light could be a person, any clock you looked at would never move. Light does not experience time. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to wake you up. Reality is an illusion. This shit is all a dream. Using the interpretation of quantum physics, all matter in the universe is made of atoms. These atoms are made of 99.9999999% empty space. So with that being a fact, you have to question why reality feels so solid. This is because of the basic law of electrostatics. It's this repulsive magnetic force that makes reality feel real and stops your body from collapsing in on itself. And the atoms are made of energy that behave as particles and waves, meaning that particle me is here now, but the wave version of me doesn't exist as a localized point in space and time. The particles and energy that make up my body exist everywhere in a state of infinite potential. The dust I was before humans and Earth existed, me right now and every other stage of my life, and the pure energy I'm going to turn back into. It exists across the universe as possibility until I open my eyes and turn it into this observable situation, this moment. Let's get on some Matrix shit. This is video game coding. This is information. This is a bunch of shit you don't understand. That's reality, a bunch of energy, information, and potential. Shit we can't understand. We can still play the game because even though this is the game, this is what we see, understand, and operate in. You are the entire universe, but at the same time, the entire universe creates your mind. And it's your mind that you view the universe through. And because you're viewing it through your mind and not as it actually is, you're dreaming. This is an illusion, right? This is the true reality. Emptiness. Your mind creates space and time. Reality is energy, information, possibility, potential. It's not a solid physical thing. Everything, all of us are connected. Everything is one big giant consciousness, an infinite mind. I'm this eyeball, you're that eyeball. We're all just little pieces of it. But the entirety of it is you. You just don't know that. None of the words I'm using to talk to you right now actually mean anything. These are random vibrations that you're assigning concepts and labels to. What I'm trying to say is our existence is a trip, and your faith in God doesn't have to be rooted in mythology, and you don't have to have blind faith in some deity outside of you. Through understanding science and psychology, you can dismantle your entire perception of reality and see what's left there when you do that. You are pure consciousness. You are everything in the form of you. Once you do that, you can finally detach from life and detach from yourself. That's the recipe. Once you transcend, all of the power is yours. I'm going to show you how to use it. This is why understanding you don't exist and nothing is real makes you God. Time is not real. Let's break down the mental and physical.
Time to end this whole separation between God and the universe. It's like spiritual people think that the universe is the only creator and God is not real. And Christians think that the universe is not real or doesn't matter and God is the only thing that we should pray to and worship. Both of those belief systems are incorrect. Now, God is just the first consciousness to ever be in existence. First being ever here. What God did was create, aka manifest the universe out of his own consciousness. And then God made humans out of the universe. That's why the universe and the human body has so many similarities. We are literally the universe in human form. Let me break this down even more. Imagine being in a room with no doors or windows for eternity. And then you close your eyes and you see this. And now you have the ability to imagine whatever you want. Now you imagine a universe with billions of planets and billions of people on each planet. And now that you have imagined people, imagine that you could put your consciousness into theirs. So now it's like you're no longer in this room. You're now in your own imagination. You're in the universe that you just created. And you're every person inside that universe because everything goes back to you, aka God. And so you could forget that you're still in this room. You erase your memory so you could believe that you're this human. That's what we are. We are a lower version of consciousness, a lower version of God. That's why God is the most high, the most highest version of consciousness. We are not separate from shit. Everything is literally connected to one thing, and that one thing is consciousness. That's why every person, every bug, every animal, every plant all shares consciousness. All we do is put names and labels on that version of consciousness, and now we think we're separate from it. Everything is literally connected. We have no memory. We are all clueless about who made us, and now we make up our own beliefs and argue about them. That's not supposed to be a concern. We're not supposed to be thinking about how do we get here. We're supposed to just be living, expressing. You don't see any squirrel, you don't see any dog, any cat, any animal thinking about how they got here. They're just living their purpose. If we have a high level of awareness, we tend to overthink and we do more thinking than living. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what name you say while you're praying. It doesn't matter who you worship because it all goes back to you, and that's consciousness. And people might say, well, how do you know all this stuff? God literally told me. Do you see how hard to believe that is? But the second somebody tells you from
Look how deep the water goes. It is showing you how deep they went. The water is way deeper. Look at this. Oh my God. Watch this. That's deep. And guess what, guys? It's still going. You deep. Yeah, who goes that deep though? You see the caption? It's just as scary. It's out of space. And it's music. It's still going. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh. Stop. Look at that. Oh my God. Dang, look. Oh. Oh. There you go. Still going. It's still going. Oh my God. That's it, right? That's not it? Oh my. Oh no. Oh. That should be about it. That's not it? That should be it. Oh. This is all they just go so far. It's more out there. That's crazy. No.